Joining us now, Mike Baker, former CIA covert ops officer and host of the President's Daily Brief podcast. Mike, thank you for this. We appreciate it. You're very kind. So just step back for a minute. I know you know a lot, and I know that I don't know a lot. In your judgment, what's Israel achieved here on day one?
Well, I think what they've achieved is significant damage to both the facilities, so the physical damage to Natanz and some of the other sites that they targeted and have been in their playbook for years now in terms of, what would they target in the event this had to happen, but also then the leadership. This is a very layered, complex operation. So much like what they did to degrade Hezbollah, where they went after not just weapons caches and facilities, command centers. They also went after the leadership. They've done the same thing here with Iran, and they have taken out many of the senior top military officials and very important nuclear scientists. So they have significantly degraded Iran's program at this point.
Now, I think it's fair to say Israel degraded Iran's air defenses last autumn. I think that's fair to say. And I don't think they've been rebuilt. But I want to ask you, is there any way of judging the success of Israel's smacking down on, Natanz and the other nuclear facilities? How do you read that, Mike Baker?
Yeah, you know what? The honest answer is we don't know at this point because we haven't gotten a hot wash. We haven't gotten the intel out of the actual damage done to some of these facilities. And that's been a big question all along, is because this is a unilateral operation on the part of the Israeli military. So they have not had the benefit of some of the U.S. munitions that are designed as bunker busters to penetrate and hit some of these deep underground facilities. So the question has always been, could they do this and to what degree on their own? We won't know that until some additional information and intelligence comes out. Otherwise, it's just speculation. But we do know from what we're hearing and the intel that's coming out of Iran, that in particular, the damage done to their leadership, I think, has really shaken the Iranian regime. I don't think they anticipated that would be part of this effort.
On that point, now, you worked with the agency in the past, God bless, by the way, and I want to say I have read it a few places. I'm not going to certainly say where, but Mossad and whatever the Israeli secret operation was in Iran, in recent days and weeks, and it's been spectacularly successful, that they had some help, that there were some Iranian collaborators. I mentioned it to my friend Mark Levin just a moment ago, but neither of us, I think, has the contacts that you have in the clandestine world. But I just have to believe that there are sensible Iranians collaborating with Mossad. What you think, Mike Baker?
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about it. Look, again, it kind of harkens back to that Hezbollah pager operation.
Yes.
Where I think Hezbollah was stunned to understand just how deep the penetration was of some of their facilities, their personnel, their assets. And so, look, this has been an effort over years. This wasn't something that came together over the past several months. They've had a playbook in place, meaning the Israeli intelligence and military elements. They've had a playbook in place for years, knowing, I think, that this day was going to come. Look, the Iranian regime has stated repeatedly over the years that their objective is to destroy Israel. And they've built a network of proxies around Israel with that goal in mind. So people may say, look, and we have some apologists for the Iranian regime in Congress, right? Whether it's Rashida Tlaib or Ilhan Omar or others who are apologizing for the Iranian regime in a sense and criticizing Israel. But most of the volatility, most of the chaos that we're seeing in the Middle East at this stage of the game, it comes down to this Iranian regime.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mike Baker, former Central Intelligence agent. We appreciate it. Appreciate it very much.